Hello again, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So Napoli have now decided to reduce Victor Osimhen's price tag from £100 million to around £85 million currently, because no club is willing to sign Victor Osimhen for over 100 million quid. And of course, we talked about that on this channel a lot of times, that the likes of PSG, Arsenal, Chelsea are some of the clubs that are interested in signing Osimhen. And Osimhen himself had previously agreed that that last season was his final season with Napoli, and one time he gave out interview and he said that he already knew his plans, what he is going to do, by the end of the season, and the club that he wants to go. But right now there seems to be a bit of a hurdle right now, not just for Osimhen but for the club as well, who I would say because of greed, increases transfer fee to uh, 120 million euros, which is like 100 million pounds, because they wanted to cash in on him. After they forced him to sign that 1 year extension. But right now, the club has seen that no one wants to buy him, no one values him at that amount, and they have now reportedly reduced it to 85, which is still very high. Because the last time we talked about Osimhen, the only club that is very interested in signing Osimhen as at now remains Arsenal. Chelsea backed out because of the high price and because they had some issues like sorting out Lukaku deal and all of that. PSG were not really interested because the price was too much for them. And again, the deal breaker for PSG was that Osimhen didn't like going to France. He wanted EPL. And the thing with clubs, if you don't show interest that you really want to play for their club, if you don't show that you want to play for the badge, they will obviously not want to sign you, because then you would not have 100% loyalty to them. So PSG backed out because of that reason. And Arsenal seemed to be the only club that showed interest last for Osimhen. And the last time I talked about them on this channel, they tabled around 75 million euro, which is somewhere between 55 to 65 million pounds, and it's still way below Napoli's uh, asking price. The reduced price right now, of course, is still 85 based on the report, and it's nowhere. Arsenal's bid, of 75 million euros is nowhere near 85 million pounds that Napoli have currently reduced the price to. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days/weeks. And another emerging update is that Napoli are thinking about offering Victor Osimhen to Man U for them to buy. But again, they would still need to reduce their price, because Man U don't look like they can pay that amount for Victor Osimhen. But aside from that update, let me let you know that Thiery Henry, France and Arsenal legend, has now confirmed that Michael Olise, who is still eligible to play for Nigeria, will not be playing for Nigeria or England or Algeria, that his interest lies in playing for the Blues. That's the France national team. And this is obviously coming after Thierry called Michael Olise to be a member of the squad, that he is preparing for the Olympics next month. Again, Henry had some discussions with Michael Olise, as is the norm, for coaches and his players. And from what happened, apparently from their conversations, uh, Thierry Henry is now saying that Michael Olise has or is willing to pledge his allegiance to the France team, the senior team. If he is called upon, that he values French team more than whether England, or Nigeria, or even Algeria, because that had always been his dream, where he always wanted to play. Despite Michael Olise's fantastic season with Crystal Palace, where he scored 10 goals and had 6 assists in only 19 appearances, Didier Deschamps, the French national team head coach, decided to snub him when he was selecting the players for the Euro 2024, which is currently being played right now. But after that, Olise was disappointed, obviously, and even at that time, we felt that maybe he was going to consider, looking for other options, maybe Nigeria or Algeria or even England. Again, England snubbed him because he wasn't listed by Gary Southgate. But then Henry comes up and snaps him as one of the players for the Olympics. And the Arsenal legend is revealing that Olise prefers to play for France more than any other national team. He actually said that in a press conference, as a response to Gary Southgate's earlier interview, where he said that the English FA are currently monitoring Michael Olise, but it may have been over for good right now, because Henry has said it, and of course he obviously had conversations with Olise. But it's still going to be interesting to see what happens after the Olympics, whether Michael Olise gets that needed call up that he needs for the national team to play competitive games with them. But moving beyond that, just let me let you know that Dessers may well be fancying his chances of playing his football outside of Rangers Football Club of Scotland. And this update is coming now, because apparently the report is that Dresser has now submitted or tendered a transfer request, which is like a document from him asking that he wants to leave the club. And this is coming because the club had not really appreciated Dresser's input to the team. Of course, he joined this Ranger side from Cremonese, which is an Italian side club. But ever since he joined, despite his goals, Dresser amazingly last season contributed 23 goals to this Rangers side and also provided 9 assists. But all of these efforts were not very much appreciated. He still had lots of criticisms coming in from different angles, in the UK, because he also missed some important chances. I mean, all strikers miss chances, but I don't see why Dresser, has to undergo these kinds of criticism. But that's, the major reason why he wants to leave right now, because he feels that he's not appreciated enough. Plus, the coach, Clement wants to revamp the squad, wants to send out a lot of people who he doesn't want. And apparently, Dresser is one of the guys. And right now, the report is that he's having conversations with William Jose Ekong's club side, that's Poke in Greece. And he is, based on the report, edging very, very close to joining the Poke side. Dresser is close to joining Poke, who will also be playing in the Champions League playoffs from this season that we're entering. So there's a high chance that Dresser could be playing in the Champions League next season. Although the man still has 3 years left on his Rangers contract, but Poke will be looking to buy out that remaining years so that he joins immediately and starts on time with them, with the preseason coming up shortly. That is the update for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. React to any of the stories that you like. Take care of yourself. Stay tuned to the channel. More updates coming up later.